Good afternoon. This is Dr. Derrick P. Whitlow, Religion 311, Introduction to the Fundamentals of Hebrew. We are back in Lesson 6, and we want to do a little bit of translation today. And as we learn the language, we need to constantly stay familiar with the vocabulary. But today I will introduce to you the adjective in its relationship to the noun. And we'll also go back over some common verbs in the masculine and feminine. Let's go to the whiteboard. The first word is for I, not as the pronoun I, but I as in I see with my eyes. And that word is ayin, ayin for I. Then we have adjective words, hakam, which is wise. We have gadol, which is great. We have tov. Notice there is no dagesh forte or dagesh lindot in the bet, so it makes the V sound. So we have tov, tov, which is good, another adjective. Then we have ra, ra. That's the evil masculine singular word for what? Evil. Then we have ra'ah, because you know if you put the kwamez in an ending hey, then that is the feminine form. So it is the feminine singular for evil. Ra, which is evil masculine singular. Ra'ah, which is the word for evil feminine singular. Then we have the word for voice, kol, kol. And then a very familiar word for man, ish, ish. Then we have the word for Moses in Hebrew, mo-shi, mo-shi. Then we have the word for earth or land, ares, 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 for earth or land. But then if I want to say the earth, I would put the hey and the kwamez, ha, res, ha, res. Then we have another preposition here for who, whom, and which. Ashir, ashir, ashir. Then we have that, because, or when, which is ki, ki. We have a yod hirek with the kaf, ki. Then we have all, which is on, upon, or over. Then we have the pronoun for he, who. And then we have haya, which is he was or became. These are some very important words as we build our vocabulary. Now let's talk a little bit about nouns and adjectives. In Hebrew sentences, usually the adjective will come after the noun, and it will be associated with the noun or the subject. In English, usually we proceed with the adjective and the noun follows. Case in point, we would say black cat, black being the first word, cat would be the next word. But in Hebrew, it would be just the opposite. If we see that the adjective precedes the noun or subject, then it would be a substantial. Black is the cat. All right, let's go and look at it at the whiteboard. Here we have ish, ha-ish, which is the man, right? But if I add ha-tov, right, that's good. So again, you see where they're connected by the hey. Ha-ish, ha-tov, the good man. And again, that is masculine singular. Let's do it with the woman. Ha-isha, the woman. Then we have ha-tova, ha-tova. All right? So that is the good woman. That's the feminine singular. All right? Here we have ha-ish gadol. That's another one of your vocabulary words as tov. Gadol, right? Gadol is great. So if I say again, the man, great, I'm saying the great man. Again, the adjective follows the noun. Here we have ha'am. Am is people, the people, right? Ra'ah, the feminine form for evil. So it is the evil people. Again, the adjective follows the noun. Here we have the opposite now. We have the adjective in front of a noun. You know the word navi, which is prophet. All right. But then you have your vocabulary adjective word, gadol, which is great. So if I see great in front of what? Navi, instead of saying great prophet, I'm saying the substantial. Great is the prophet. Gadol Navi. Great is the prophet. Again, just as the verb usually precedes the subject, in traditional Hebrew, usually the adjective will come after the noun or the subject. Now, let's look again, a quick review about verbs, both masculine and feminine. You want to make sure you memorize your verbs in your vocabulary. That will assist you in your reading. Let's look at it. Here we have Amar, which is he said, right? Then we have the feminine, which is Amara, she said. Here we have Kara, he called. Then we have Kara'a, which is she called. We have Natan, he gave. We have Natana, which is she gave. Here we have he called, which is he walked. Then we have halaka, which is she what? Walked. Again, we see the masculine and the feminine words for verbs. Again, we constantly see at the end of a word, we see the quames and the ending he, which gives us the feminine singular form, as opposed to the word, the root word of the verb, which usually is masculine. So you can see that these are fundamental principles that you need to master. Now let's take a look at reading Hebrew sentences. Again, we read from right to left as opposed to English left to right. And you're going to discover that the verb will usually precede the subject, and the adjective often will come after the noun, but we are going to use one sentence where the adjective will come before the noun. Let's go to the whiteboard. The first one is Yahweh. That was one of your previous vocabulary words. It is the sacred name of deity, Yahweh, which usually the Jews do not pronounce. They usually, whenever they see that in a pointed or unpointed text, they will say Adonai for Lord, capital Lord. All right? But here, just for the sake of reading, Yahweh, Melik, that's another one of your old vocabulary words for king. Ba, Shamayim, right? Shamayim is heavens, right? Then you have the inseparable preposition ba, which is in. So we have God or Yahweh, right? In this case, Lord, right? But here, God, King in the heavens. Yahweh, Melik, Ba, Shamayim. Yahweh, King in the heavens. Here we have another one of your new vocabulary words, Haya, which is was, right? Hoshek, darkness, right? Darkness, right? Haya, was. But what kind of darkness? We have, again, the adjective coming after the noun. Hoshek, gadol. Great darkness was. All, another one of your vocabulary words. Upon, right? race. Race. The earth. So it is Haya, Hoshek, Gadol, Al, Ha, Ares. Ares or Ares. All right. So again, that is great darkness was upon the earth. All right. Let's look at another one. Natan. That's one of your words for gave. Here we have Elohim, which is the traditional word for God, right? So God gave what? The object? Isha, the woman. God gave a woman, rather, because it doesn't have the inseparable hey, so it would be a woman. Natan, Elohim, Isha, right? God gave a woman, La Adam. La is two, right? Adam is man. So it is God gave a woman to a man. Interesting. Natan, Elohim, Isha, La Adam. God gave a woman to a man. Let's look at a little bit more Hebrew reading. Amar, Moshe. That's the word for Moses. That's in your new vocabulary list. Tova, the feminine form of good, right? Ha-ares, 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 ha-ares. That's the earth. So let's look at it. Moses said, good, because again, the adjective precedes what? The noun. So it's a substantial. Good is the earth, which which Natan Yahweh, God gave La'am to the people. All right. So it is Moshe, right? Moses, Amar gave, Tova ha-ares. Good is the land, right? I'm sorry. Again, Moshe, Amar, Moses said, good is the earth or the land, which Ashar, Yahweh Natan, or Natan Yahweh, La'am, right? So Moses said, good is the land which God gave to the people. Again, you have done a great job thus far. Now you want to take the principles of Hebrew and apply it in your reading. That means you will need your vocabulary words. You will need to read from right to left, understanding that the verb will often precede the noun in traditional case. Also, that the adjective will follow what? The noun. And if it comes before the noun, then it's a substantial. Good is the earth, as opposed to the good earth. But again, you've been working very hard. Continue to work very hard. You will master the principles. Your homework assignment is to begin to translate exercises in exercise 3 in J. Wine Green. Make sure that you master all of the vocabulary words, because as we build, you're going to utilize all the vocabulary words you've seen before with the present ones that you are now learning. And then you're applying the syntax of the Hebrew language in reading the Hebrew sentences. God bless. Work hard. You're doing a very good job, and keep up the good work.